It's not a product. It's not a quotient. It's not something I turn into a polynomial. I'm dead in the water. Last chance. U stands for ugly. What's the part that's making this thing ugly? So U equals negative 3x plus 1. So the derivative is going to be equal to the derivative of the function where I put U back in the equation. So what? Replace this thing with U. What do you get?
4/3
U to the 4/3 is the way I'd write it. Yes? Right? I'm just replacing this ugly part with U, right?
Yes.
Set U equal to it. But in order to do that, I have to tack on a chain, which is just the inside. So far, so good? Does that make sort of sense?
Yeah.
Just replace it. Don't even think about that hard. Just replace it. Okay? And then the next step would be what? What's the derivative of U to the 4/3?
4/3 U to the negative 1.
Wouldn't it be positive 1/3?
Yeah, wait, no, positive.
Positive 1/3. And what's the derivative of negative 3x plus 1?
3. Negative 3.
Negative 3. I love it. Okay? Now I put the U back in. So can I multiply this first? I don't want to confuse you with too many steps. But
Is that 1/2 or 1/3?
1/3. You're right. I'm wrong. What did I do? 1/3. Everybody okay?
You can multiply.
So I'm multiplying that. So I get negative 12/3 U to the 1/3.
Oh, you're so right, bro.
Which is negative 4. What's U?
Oh, you're so negative 3x.
Negative 3x plus 1 to the 1/3 power, and I'm done.
So you only multiply 3 to the first thing, and you don't have to worry about multiplying it to the inside.
No, because how would you do that?
Right, that was my wait,
right.
Get 12 over 3, or negative 12.
Isn't negative 12 over 3 negative 4?
You have to multiply it by negative 3.
I multiplied this by this, right?
Yeah, then you re-plugged in the U again.
Right, so I plugged in the U. How does that affect this?
It doesn't? I'm just confused on. I thought you solved U already.
I defined what U was. I just said what U was. I just put U back in. At the very end. Because I didn't ask you what. There's no U in this original equation, right? What's the derivative of this? It's something U. Okay, that's funny, but what is it in terms of x? So I'm going to put the x back in to show what it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I define U's ugly part, take the derivative of that, plus the derivative of the U itself. Make sense?
Yeah.
And then put the U back in.
So
Put in terms of x, right?
And then you put the original ugly thing back.
Right. Yes, sir.
Can you multiply the negative 4 into 3x plus 1?
No, because it's to the 1/3 power. I don't know how to do the third root and multiply that through. Actually, I do, but you don't want to do it, so let's not do it. We're going 3. Can I have you do 2 first, and then I'll have you do 3 as well, I guess?
Okay.
Sine 3x. What's the ugly part?
Ooh, is there a double change?
Oh, so the ugly part is the 3x.
So the ugly part is a 3x, so I set it equal to the ugly part. Agreed? So then I go f prime of x is equal to derivative with respect to u of sine u times the derivative with respect to x of 3x. Agreed? What do I get?
So you get cosine x
Cosine u times,
3x.
what's the derivative of 3x? 3. Hold on. We'll put it back in a second. 3 cosine u. Got to get rid of that u, so what do I replace it with?
Oh, but then you replace it with
Can't have you in my answer because I made that up. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, everybody needs to try the next one. Number 3, it's awful.
It is totally awful.
I admit it, it's awful.
It's the worst thing.
Aha! And if you don't go aha, you'll be doing ahas about 3 months from now. What do you got for me? What's the ugly part?
So the ugly part is sine of 3x plus 5.
Okay, so I'm going to pause here a moment. He says the ugly part is sine 3x plus pi. Is he correct?
Yes. What? Yeah, I think yes, but
Does anyone have a different choice?
hold on. 3x plus 5. 3x
Okay, what's the ugly part of this problem?
3x plus 5.
Okay, so you're the person I'm talking to, so make sure you're listening.
Yes.
Okay? So you had said it to me. Now, I'm not doing what you suggested, although what you suggested is because yours is the better answer. I want to do the wrong answer first. So far, so good?
Yeah.
So then I go, oh, this is a piece of cake. I know how to do these problems now. F prime of x is equal to sine u squared. Do I know how to take the derivative of sine u squared?
Yeah.
The answer to that's no. I do know how to take the derivative of this, which is nice, but I don't know how to take the derivative of that, do I?
Do you have to take it twice?
Well, I might have to take it twice, but more importantly, did I pick the right u?
No, I'm saying you have to take the derivative twice. No, you did not pick the right. That's not what happened. Taking it twice. Taking it. Let me explain what I think.
No, I'm totally with you. I answered your question, and then you proceeded to explain to me the answer to your question.
My question. I said it wrong.
I understand.
Rule twice.
I understand. And I said yes to that.
Okay.
What was my question I asked you back before you explained something else?
Did we take the wrong U?
Did we take the wrong u?
Yes.
The answer is yes. How do I know that?
Because that sucks.
It didn't work. That's just that simple.
Yes.
It didn't work. We don't have a choice. If it doesn't allow me to take the derivative with respect to u, I can't do it, so therefore that's the wrong u.
Yes.
Can't do it. I'm stuck. I looked at it, I replaced. This logically is what you should pick, right? You should pick this. We've been doing this for a while. It's inside the present. Pick it. And then you put it there and you go, oh, something bad happened there. This is going to happen throughout the year. You're going to pick bad u's. You're going to say, that's the ugly part. You're going to do the problem. You're like, oh, I can't do that now. Little light bulb back ahead. Wait a second. Did I pick the right u?
Is it
What are you doing, Mrs. Strotz?
making an oscillating spring system?
Important moment right now. We're discussing important moment.
I'm studying for physics.
Awesome. Okay, so you pick another u. So usually if you pick poorly, you need to pick bigger. Mr. Welco, I'm coming back to you. So what would be a better pick?
Sine of 3x plus 1.
He's taking the whole stinking thing.
Oh.
Right? So now you go, all right, well, that's not bad. Now I'm going to try the same thing. Derivative with respect to x is equal to the derivative with respect to u of u squared. Replace the whole thing, right? Times the derivative with respect to x of sine 3x plus pi.
What? Oh, you have to do it again. See, that's what was my question.
Yes. Yeah, yes to your question, but now I need to. So, f prime of x is going to be equal to the derivative of 2u to the second power is what?
Do it twice. 2u.
2u. So then the derivative, I look at this and go, oh crud, I've got the same problem I had. So what's the next letter after u?
G.
V, u, v. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. So, U, V.
So wrong.
Okay? So, V stands for very ugly. So, I'm going to say, what is very ugly about this problem? It's what you picked out first. You looked and said, that's a very ugly thing right there. Very ugly is what's going to make us stop here. So, you go, very ugly in this case is going to be 3x plus pi. Very ugly. I need V.
The one after V is
Well, U, V, W. W, it's wonderfully ugly. Oh, I don't know. At that point, we're in deep trouble. Okay, so I set that equal to V, and then I go do the problem again. I say derivative with respect to V of sine. I replace that, so it's sine V. Times the derivative with respect to x of 3x plus pi.
That's
We call this chain. There's chain product, chain quotient, quotient chain. There's all sorts of things it's all sorts of permutations of fun we can have. But it's a little early for me to say that to you because you guys are starting to panic, and I don't want you to do that just yet. 2u, what's the derivative of sine v?
3.
It is cosine v? Why am I hearing 3s? What did I do wrong? Okay, we're good? What's the derivative of 3x plus pi?
3.
Excellent. A lot of people want to mess with pi. That pi has nothing to do with that problem. So then I throw things out in front. I get 6. What's u? Sine 3x plus pi. Cosine. What's v? 3x plus pi. And I'm done.
Wow.
No, look, here's the simple way.
We're all 2 away from it. Just take a deep breath. Yes.
Is it? Okay, so the u is sine u, right?
No, the u is sine 3x plus pi.
Oh.
We run it right there.
Yeah.
We write them down so that we can go back and find them later. When you have a u, a v, and perhaps a w, you're going to want to write them down, so at the very end you can just put them back where they go. Fair enough? You go to A after Z. Trust me, I know. But you won't know because we don't go there. Anyway, try number 4. It'll make you feel better about these.